Hello and welcome to the Philippines, and welcome to the new Ayala Mall Central Bloc in IT Park, Cebu City. Opened December 6th, 2019, and I was really surprised how fast this place went up and was completed. It includes a I think it's a five-story mall, as well as the Seda Hotel, which is the Ayala branded hotel. And this is a park-like area in the center of the mall, which goes around it in a big circle. Actually, not a circle, more of a rectangle, but it goes around. Each floor, you can pretty much walk in one big circle, end up back where you're at. And this was a Sunday night, the 7th, so the day after the opening, the grand opening. And many stores are open. Many will be open soon, and others will take a little longer to open. ITPR Park is a huge business park owned by Ayala, and the majority of the businesses there are BPOs, business processing outsourcing, and which includes call centers, for instance, customer service centers all around the world, and banks and restaurants, hotels. It's a 24-hour city within the city. This is a virtual reality ride. You put the headsets on, that vehicle moves around, and you think you're part of the experience, whatever that might be. A ride through Fantasyland or whatever. And many floors. If you are from North America, you recognize that name, Ashley, the Ashley Furniture Company. This is the first Ashley Furniture store in Cebu. I think they told me they have 10 branches in the Metro Manila area, I believe. But what a great find! I think it's. I've been rather frustrated. You go to the different furniture stores, and you're used to the furniture from where you come from. Very comfortable, larger. We're larger. And very comfortable. Um, the furniture, most of it is made in Vietnam, which Vietnam turns out is a huge source of furniture. Many furniture companies from that were originally manufacturing in the Philippines have actually, unfortunately, gone over to Vietnam. Easier to do business over there, apparently. That's part of the issues they still need to deal with. They're trying to fix that, but losing a lot of businesses in the meantime. I have a Filipino friend, an engineer, industrial engineer, who is over there working for a huge factory. They also pay management supervisors like her more than they do in the Philippines. And she works for a company that ships out hundreds and hundreds of containers every month to for IKEA, and I think they ship them to North America as well, primarily. This mall has a different market, being that many of their customers will be people who work in the IT park area. And anyway, it's interesting because the target market and the stores that are coming in are based on that new market. So it's quite a bit different than your average market. I think they hired over 1,000 people initially. That's the good news, and I think they've filled up maybe, I don't know, 40% of the stalls. I think they have 200 retail spots available. They have a bit of an open area for events and performances. Here they had a couple different groups. A lady here that was performing, a couple guys up there with guitars, and part of the issue was the volume was very, very loud, distorting much of the music. That's the first issue. The volume was way too high, which is very common in all the malls I've been in here in the Philippines. The second issue is the acoustics. With all the reflective surface, every hard surface, you get so much reflection of the sounds that that distorts the quality even more. And I was in the noise control business in the U.S. for many, many years. That is not my specialty, but I certainly understand the issues, and I would suggest that they hire somebody with acoustic experience and try to take care of some of those issues. There are a few restaurants open in the mall already. There's a true value. One nice thing about malls here in the Philippines is that many of them have hardware stores right inside the mall. Daiso, Japan, lots of stuff, interesting stuff in there. Food choices, of course, the restaurants and many more going to open. Kiosks as well as sit-down restaurants. Asian Home is an appliance store, televisions, washing machines, stoves. I bought a blender in one of the Asian Home stores. And Metro, a supermarket, is going to be opening, not open yet, but not sure if they're going to have the full department store or just the grocery supermarket. I would guess that about 30% of the stores are open initially, and there's the Metro sign. And so they will have a big grocery store there. One thing that they did not have prior to that in the IT Park area. And Orange Brutus, a relatively cheap fast food place to eat at. They also have a drone shop, DJI drone shop. So this is the first DJI, the big famous drone company. They also have the Osmo Pocket, similar to the GoPro, and rather expensive. They're quite expensive, but I'm going to put that off for a while. The Philippine Congress is talking about restrictive laws for drones, and I really want to see where that goes before spending that kind of money on something. There are also several Korean, Japanese, Chinese restaurants either open or in the planning stages. Makes sense, as they're the biggest tourists here. And if you're bored or you feel in the very competitive spirit, there is the gaming area. And I was surprised they actually even have 4 lanes of bowling in here. That was the first that I've seen in something like this. Several, there they are. There are the bowling lanes. Look at that. And SM Mall has a big SM Cebu City and SM Seaside have big bowling lanes, many lanes. But here they have 4 set up, and lots of competitive games. And as well, of course, you have the karaoke rooms. Karaoke, very popular, and they were all filled. They were all filled with people singing their hearts out. I'm seeing more and more of these relatively soundproof rooms, modular type setups that are coming into malls and strip malls like these here. And easy to set up, move around, and I suspect that's a good franchise because they seem to get a lot of business. They have packed a lot into this area. They even have a few pool tables, billiards tables. And I believe their operation hours are going to be from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. There again, because this is a different market. IT Park is a 24-hour area. IT Park is worth a visit if you're in the Cebu City area and you're bored or you don't have any other plans. It is a city within a city. It has a different character, different personality. Like there are a few bars, lots of restaurants, anywhere from the standard Filipino restaurants that many of the workers eat at to more of the sit-down restaurants. That give you a choice of different types of foods. You have your coffee shops, your donut shops, Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, and There are also a number of condominiums there. Some of you have stayed at through Airbnb the Avida, which is owned by Ayala, Avida, and then the new Avida Riala, and then you have Calix condominiums, and you have the Asian Premier condominiums. They're building a number of new. The 38 Park Avenue is a new one going up, and several. There's more and more hotels going up in the area as well, including Ayala's own Seda Hotel, which didn't look like it was quite open yet. Their towers are. It's also going to include 2 extra towers, which are going to be business towers. Seafood is always popular in the Philippines, surrounded by the sea, so lots of sea fish and creatures for your dining pleasure. Can't get any fresher than that. And of course they have cinemas as well, and they had I think I'm not sure how many different. I think they had at least 4, maybe 5 or 6 different shows going on, and the rates were anywhere from 250 pesos, about $5 to 350, about $7.
Sumo Nico Unlimited Japanese Barbecue, Buffalo Brads. Grillers. Soft opening. Please bear with us. Pork ribs, cheeseburgers, beer, steaks.
So it is a different market and many different stores that I haven't seen before in other malls. So it's going to be interesting to come back here and visit some of these restaurants and other stores as well. Across the street from the mall, there's also many more restaurants and a number of bars in different places. Some that have entertainment certain nights, I believe. But anyway, coffee shops, confection shops, restaurants, you name it, you can pretty much get it. And then you go across the next street and you have another block. You have the Moon Restaurant, you have Casa Verde Restaurant, you have Shakey's Pizza, you have at least 2 different McDonald's here, at least 2 different Jollibees. So there, you aren't going to go hungry if you got a little bit of money in your pocket. Anyway, that's a little look at the new mall, Ayala in IT Park. And thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at. And I'll see you next time.